Salute. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat room. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams. I am back. Back. Yes, I am back. Today is Wednesday. I'm thinking it's Friday. Today is Wednesday. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. What's going on? What's going on, Golden Child? Good to see you, Wade. Good to see you, William. Shout out to everyone that's here. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Yes, I am back. Let's get this going with the spiritual side of the game, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. This is when spirituality and the game combines. What's going on, Mr. Joe Blast, Golden Child, Mr. Pauls? What's going on? Salute to everyone that's in the chat room. Shout out to everyone. Good to see everyone. Good to be back. Good to see everyone. Let's get this game, get this supreme divine mathematics together like you were saying. Yes. If you missed me, I'm back. I am back. Peace. What's going on, Yahoo? What's going on, everyone in the chat room? This is Lawrence D. Adams. When spirituality and the game combines, you have the thinking class. And if you don't get it, it is your own as fault. Hey, we got what's going on today. Good to see you. Good to see everybody in the chat room. Good to see everyone. Good. Then you see the title, The Cost of the Game is to be sold and not told. Oh, is always to be sold and not told. Good to see everyone in the chat room. Good to see you. Man, we are moving in a new direction. So follow, as they were saying in the Bible, follow me as I follow Christ. Follow me as I go in. Talk to Jono. What was it? Monday. He doing good. Shout out to Jono. Shout out to everyone. What's going on to everyone that's in the chat room? Everyone. So let's get it going. Let me get some expansion on the cost of the game. Let me get some expansion on the cost of the game. The cost, the COST, cost of the game. We must first, as I always do, make sure we define what game is. How I define it over here is very simply. I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm giving you the most direct and most accurate way of defining the game. The most accurate and most definite way of defining a game. Game is just strategy moving from point A to point B. Let me say that again. Game is just strategy for moving from point A to point B. You say that every time, LDA, because I got new people in here all the time. And things get into your subconscious when it's repeated often enough, you get it. Let me say that again. When something is repeated often enough, it takes at least 7 times for something to get into your head. So if you get this 7 times in your head of what I'm saying, then you'll get what I'm getting at. So it takes 7 times for something to get into you. But I want to make sure your game is just strategy, moving from point A to point B. The next definition that I have, and I'm gonna have a slide for this coming up, I'll make it tonight, is game is understanding what? Male and female nature. Understanding the psychology of men and women. So when you think about game is just what? Understanding the what? Female and male nature. Understanding the psychology of human nature. Everyone want to give it a whole special title and whatever it may be, but game is simply understanding what? Male and female nature. We got a lot of males who don't understand their masculine nature. We have a lot of females who don't understand their female nature. So therefore, we got a lot of people who are confused in their own nature on how they move and how they think. So they don't understand the game of life and how it works. Then overall, we don't understand the psychology of what? How men and women interact with each other. The psychology of how men and women act and what they do, what triggers them, what caused them to go, what caused them to do what they do. Now for the expanded part or part 3 of the game. Since Golden Child is in here and haven't seen him in a while, Golden Child, let me know you want me to give this part of the game. Since Golden Child is here, let me know you want me to give this part of the game for us with the expanded or the add on to. He said, all right. He said he put the thing on there. So The expanded part of the game is this. See, people use the game a lot of times because they are victims of circumstances. So they come, this is gonna all tie into the cost of the game. So people want to go because either somebody left them, they did them wrong, they messed up, something didn't work out. So they're in the place of being a victim they be in the place of being a victim. So they're trying to find a place and how can I not be a victim anymore? But they have the mentality of a victim. So they said the next thing I can do is grab some game. Wrong place to be at. So you come from a place of being a victim and not a victor, you're always going to lose. So a lot of people come and grab it to the game because something has happened, something didn't work out, they didn't understand their husband, they didn't understand their wife, they didn't understand something. But let me give this expanded part of the game, this expanded definition that I'm giving only here exclusively for the thinking class. The expanded part of the game is that you are the creator. Real people in the game know that they create the situations that they're in. That's the spiritual side of the game. You are, what's going on, Ted? You are the creator. When you realize you get out of the place of saying that you are the victim and this happened, she left me, the girls ain't do me right, the man, he did me wrong, you realize you're in the victim state. But when you begin to get into shout out to you, brother, appreciate that. You realize that you are the creator. So that's when you are in the place of the creator. Guess what happens? When you get into the place of the creator, you realize that you play the game on a different level. You realize that you are the one moving the pawns, moving the queen, moving the kings. In the case of Renee, where she was saying the emperor and the empress, you become in the place of the creator. So there's the three parts of the game: strategy, point A to point B, understanding human psychology and human nature, male and female, and then understand that you are the creator of whatever takes place in your life. So that takes you out of victimhood and blame and saying, well, these women don't do nothing for me. And it takes you out of that place. And these women do that. And this happened to me. It takes you out of that place and puts you in the place. How do I create the life that I want, that I desire, that I want to move into? But it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you not crying, whining, and depending on other people to do what they need to do. You realize that when you are the creator, you create the world that you want to be in. That's why it says, I thought about this. I'm just a squirrel in your world. And think about it. I'm just a squirrel in your world trying to get a nut, right? That's what it say. That's the saying go. Don't you think? I need you to answer this question. Are there more nuts or more squirrels? When you realize that you're the creator, there are more nuts out there than the squirrel can ever get. You are the creator of your game, or what takes place in your life, or what takes place. That's the real part of it. The cost of this is that you can't play the victim no more. That is the cost. When you realize that you are the creator, if she showed up, baby, she's in my world. If he showed up, he's in my world. You realize that you are the creator. You stop trying to realize that you have to play the victim in this. You stop looking for validation. You realize that you are the creator. If you go back and look over all the things that took place in your life, look at all the things, you realize either you were the creator or you were the victim or you was a bystander. You got to realize that you are the creator. See, everybody want to teach the game on how to get game. No, I want to teach you from a place of the creator of the game. Let me say that again. Everybody want to teach you how to get game. Let me show you how to get some game. So you got to wear this kind of clothes. You got to do that. When you realize that you are the creator, that she only shows up because she is you, he only shows up on some level because he's you, you realize that you are the creator. And if you can create something, you can decreate something, if that was a word. You can cause them to show up and you can cause them to not show up. Remember, everyone is you just picked out. Good point, Golden Child, because I want you to get this. Good point. If you are the prize, she has no other choice but to treat you as the prize. And this goes the same for the women. If you are the prize lady, like you say you are, he has no other choice but to treat you as such. You better catch what I'm saying to you. Believe me, the cost of what I'm saying right now is going to cause you to get sick and throw up, regurgitate, get a stomach ache when you hear game that's only talked from a place of victimhood. What's going on? What's going on, Sigma? What's going on? This will change your game. You will get sick and tired of hearing people. You would automatically notice when people are teaching game from a place of victimhood. Oh, she did that. She ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. She ain't doing this. And she ain't doing that. Place of victimhood. But when you realize you step into this real level of game, you realize that you are the master of your world. You are the creator of your world. Everything would change. All this crying and whining. Oh, see, we already know. I ain't gonna pull up the picture. All this crying and whining and crying and listen. All that crying and whining ain't gonna mean nothing. We got too many people. Now, just the things, I posted a video last night for 1 minute and a couple seconds about respect. And I wanted to see it. I put it up there on purpose. And I realized one of the things that's happening is the thing is that a lot of men, I noticed, I've watched a couple of videos, they feel like they're not getting respect in this United States of America. They're not getting respect at different places. I put that video up there on purpose. It was bait. Yes, I did put that up there. Yes, I did. LDA did that. But if you take the game that I'm talking right now and you begin to respect yourself to a level that you will not tolerate any disrespect in your life, she can't show up. And if she show up, she got to leave. Same thing for a woman. So you don't complain about these women ain't respecting me. They ain't doing nothing for me. I'm going to leave. Okay. Don't deal with anybody because you respect yourself at a high level. Don't deal with people who disrespect you because you have a high level of respect for yourself. Let's bring it around with the cost of the game. What's going on, Blackjack? So you understand all that. Thank you for putting what Papa was saying. Thank you for putting what Papa was saying. Thank you for putting what Papa was saying. Don't get mad, just leave. So I'm saying a lot of these people, these women ain't respecting me. They ain't doing nothing for me. They mad at me. They sound like a bunch of whining me. Okay, the women ain't respecting you. Okay. What level of respect do you have for yourself? What kind of respect do you have for yourself? How do you value yourself? If she don't value you, or he don't value, or they don't value, you don't deal with them. What did Papa say? Don't get mad, just leave. That's how these men sound, crying. That's why it's a cost for this game. The reason why there's a cost because you will go against the grain and everyone is not going to agree with what you say. The cost is this. The cost of what I'm saying, the game that I'm giving, the cost, what I'm saying right now is this. You can't play the victim no more. You realize that game is just a strategy. You moving from one place to one, you moving this chess piece to this chess piece. You realize that you understand you understand what? Human psychology. You understand female and male nature. You understand that, wait a minute, if I'm the creator in all of this, that means I control my destiny. It is not up to whether she or he likes it or they like me or not. You determine who comes into the stage of what we call your life. You determine that. Ain't nobody going to determine that for you. So if you want to cry and whine and complain, and these women ain't doing this, these men ain't doing that, the government ain't doing that, this dating pool got pee in it, all that kind of complaining and stuff, guess what? You at the wrong place, because we don't do this. We've been teaching from last year, from years before that, the gospel of responsibility. You got to realize that you are the creator. So the cost of this game is that you can't be the same. You can't be like everyone. You can't listen to everything. You will get sick of hearing people giving whiny, crying game that try to validate because they've been disappointed. Promise you get tired of hearing that whiny, crying game. And these people ain't doing it. And these women ain't the single mothers, the modern women. I can do videos. What's going on? I can do tons of videos on single mothers, on modern women. And everybody be like, Elliot, you telling the truth. But you know, at the end of the day, if you realize that you are the creator of your day, guess what? Salute, child. Salute. You realize that you are the creator of your day. They don't even matter. Players, I don't know why y'all. I can do tons of videos on modern women. They doing this. They twerking on the street. They doing this. I can do something on Brittany Renner. And when she put the water on the guy and he licked it, I can do all kinds on that kind of behavior. But if you are the creator of your day, real game, you realize I don't got time to deal with that type of woman. She ain't my cup of tea. Matter of fact, I'll spit it out and throw the biscuit back at her. Please understand. Some of y'all been getting this disease game and not getting the real game to realize that you are the creator. It takes it away from your mama, your uncle, your sister, your brother, people, what they taught you. You realize that you hold the steering wheel, or either you're going to drive or you're going to jump out the seat, or you're going to jump out. So don't come over here with this bubblegum game. We're talking about real game when you are the creator. You don't know what to do. You create your day. You make a decision. You decide what you need to do. Strategy from one point to the next. Understanding female and male nature. Most men only want to focus on, I got to understand female nature. If you don't understand your nature, how in the heavens and the earth are you going to understand the female nature if you don't understand your nature? I'm just saying, these guys trip me out. I promise you. I want to understand female nature because I can better get along with them, so I can show them how it is. If you don't know how you think as a man, how in the heavens and the earth are you going to know how to recognize your polar opposite, which is the woman? And woman, how you think you're going to understand? Don't be caught up. How you going to understand? How you going to think you're going to understand what? How you think you're going to understand the female as a female? How you think you're going to understand a female's nature if you do not understand your own nature? I wish I didn't understand how men thought. You need to understand how you think first. You gotta understand how you think first. If you don't know how you think, how you gonna think you're gonna understand what somebody else thinks? Let's give the cost of the game. The cost of the game is this. The cost you're going to have to pay. The big Renee, let me know you want me to give the cost of the game. Renee, let me know in the chat when you want me to say something about the cost of the game. I'm waiting for Renee. Let me know Renee. What is your goal to understand? Nature is obviously establish your baseline, right? Right. ODing off of that. I'm waiting on Renee. Let me know you want me to give the cost of the game. People are ODing on forms and pills in their living room, never going out. Come on. Waiting on Renee to put, yeah, you want me to, Renee, let me know you want me to go. Let me know you want me to push the trigger. All right, tell them the price. The price of the game. The price of the game is that you will have to change the way you approach life. See, what happens is we're so comfortable doing things the way we've been using it that we don't realize that we may have to die, not literally die, but die to the way we've been approaching life, and understanding people. There is a cost for it. There is I don't care whether you people like it or not. There is a cost. When you think it's not a cost, you just got some free cookies and tea and it never fills you up. It's like going to your favorite, I'm not going to say you're going to your favorite place. And it's like going to your favorite place and you eat all the food in the next 30 minutes, you full. You ain't full. The cost of the game is that you cannot stay the same. See, what happens is it's a simple thing. You can't mix oil and water. You can't mix oil and water. You can't do it. They just don't mix. They don't dissolve together. What happens is you have to what? Realize that the cost of the game, the real cost of the game is that you got to shed all the ways you were thinking, what you believe, and what you took in. You got to shed that women are the problem. Uh-oh. You got to share that the modern woman is the problem. I know I'm going to get it. You got to share that. Wait. You wait a minute. I don't think they're ready for that, J-Dub. Dying is part of the cycle of life. In order to step into a new life, the life must inspire. Come on, y'all, I don't think they're ready for it. Let me say these men. You got to stop saying that the women are the problem. Uh-oh. I know I'm gonna get it. I know my detractors. People are like, what do you mean? Women ain't the problem. They behavior, this and that. If you listen to the whole context of what I'm saying, you gotta stop saying that the man is the problem. And these men ain't got no jobs. They can't take care of nobody. When you take your mind off of the problem and focus on the solution, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have solutions. See, you got to understand the cost of the game. When you realize that the woman is not the problem, the man is not the problem, it's the behavior that is the problem, and you focus correctly on a solution, it changes everything. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem calling out bad behavior. No problem. If you're wrong, you dead wrong. Man, woman, child, boy, dog, cat, dog, mouse, kitty, cat. I don't care. You wrong. Everybody's wrong. Like I said here, and you should know what my father used to say, everybody gets the belt around here. Ain't nobody exempt from getting the belt. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If what you did, you're wrong, you're wrong. Brittany Brenner, what she did was wrong for spitting in that dude, for throwing that water at that dude. She shouldn't have even been in his face. Yes, behavior is wrong. So don't think I'm trying to sugarcoat it and say, oh, everyone is sugar and spice. Everyone is nice. Some people just wrong. And what happened is we have a whole mentality that you should not call other people's wrong out. That is the cost of the game. The cost of the game is this. People don't want to hear the truth, so they will try to extinguish your truth or the truth what it is, because they don't want to deal with their bad behavior. When you're wrong, you are wrong. When I was wrong for what I did, I was wrong. I was dealt with. Most people don't want to deal with their bad behavior. The cost of the game, the real cost of the game, is that you're going to have to be a lover of truth even when you're wrong. I know I'm saying a lot because I have a lot to say in a couple of minutes. What many minutes I got? When you're really about it, the truth of the game is this. The cost of the game is that you got to be a lover of truth even when you're wrong, when it's trying to correct you. The problem with men and women is that most people don't want to face the truth, that your breath stink, that your hair is crooked, that everything ain't right like it should be. When you're wrong, you are wrong. I promise you. I promise you. I see you, Joe Blast. I promise you. Nobody wants, see, the truth of the game is when you're wrong, you're wrong. I gotta say it, I gotta repeat it, because most people, they want this fairy tale lover game. They want this pimp dream game. They wanted to be Willie Dynamite. They wanted to be every pimp movie they've seen and every book they've seen, instead of realize that when you're wrong, you are wrong. So I can talk about modern women. I can talk about modern men. I can say your freaking behavior is wrong. You dare not cross me like that, because it goes back to what I talked about earlier. What? I so respect myself and value myself. You dare not approach me that way, because I will call you out on your sugar, honey, iced tea, whether you like it or not. This is the problem. And since y'all got me over this whole modern woman and modern man thing, I'm gonna say something about it. I'm gonna say something about it now. I'm gonna talk. This is the cost of the game. The truth is the cost of the game. Is this? This modern man, modern woman they are entitled and they don't want to face the truth. You can't tell them that they stuff don't stink. You can't tell. They think when they go to the bathroom that the sparkles and unicorns come out of their butt. Let me say that again. You can't tell them that they're wrong. You can't tell these modern man and modern woman. You look at them how they act. You can't tell them you are the problem. Because if you tell them that you are the problem, oh my God, I'm offended. I'm going to cancel you. You shouldn't say that to me. They get to crying. We got to say, hey, you're wrong. When you realize this, it changes the whole narrative. Changes the whole narrative. The other things, you can't tell them they're wrong and they're entitled. How in the heaven and earth are you entitled to anything when you have not done anything to be entitled for? Cost of the game is this. In order to get this game, you're going to embrace the truth. You're going to have to look in the mirror. You're going to face the fact that it is you. That's why I gave the expanded definition of the game. And if you hear it anywhere else, you heard it here. You are the creator. You don't like what's in your life, you go back and check your life. You don't like what's in your life, you go back and check your life. Don't blame it on God. Don't blame it on the angel Michael. Don't blame it on Peter, Paul, John, and Paul, and again, and little Joe from off the Bonanza. You can't blame none of them. It is you. You have to become responsible for your life. That's why I put that part in the game, that you are the creator. Well, ain't no good man. And don't tell me, please. You got me stirred up today. Don't come on this channel to talk about I'm waiting on God for God to send me the right man and the right woman. God is not going to send you the right man or the right woman. Let me say that again. I know everybody. You can say all that you want. At the end of the day, you got to make a decision that I am the right person for whoever shows up in my life. God is waiting for you to make a decision and not you waiting on God to make a decision. Oh my God, y'all don't want this. Y'all don't want this. Because I hear people say, I'm waiting on God to send me the right person. And God is not waiting. God is saying, please. God is saying, Negro, please. Please. You're waiting for, God has said, I'm waiting for you to make the decision to be the right person. This is the real cost of the game. That's the real truth of the game. God is saying, you praying and waiting and debating, fasting and eating beans and no fish on Tuesday. You must be the one. Oh my God! The cost of the game. The cost of the game is that you can't be the same. You cannot be the same. You cannot be like everyone. You got to realize the real cost of the game, that you are the creator. Therefore, you can't be the victim anymore. You can't complain about what they did in 1947 and what they did in 1974 and what they did in 1989 and what they did in 2029. You got to realize that you have to make a choice today that I'm going to step and I'm going to get mine. The real cost of the game, you can't play the victim and you can't live in your past. So I know a lot of people, teachers and preachers taught, you got to pray and I'm waiting on God. You can say all that you want. Thank you. The dean has spoken right there. The real issue is that people are afraid to be different because they don't want to be ostracized from society. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The real cost of the game is that you will stand out. You will be different. People will recognize that you ain't like everybody and you moving with some grace. You moving with some favor because you got the game that comes from the Most High. Come on. It's a cost for it. No, but everybody wants to be mules and they want to be sheep and they want to fit in with everybody else. I want to play the victim. The cost of the game is that you can't be the same. You must realize that you have to let go of your past, your thinking, the way things work. You got to realize maybe I don't understand my nature very well. Maybe what I was taught about for a woman, my female nature was not right. Maybe what I was to talk as a guy about my masculine nature was not right. Maybe what I was taught was incorrect. Let me adjust that. Then let me understand the psychology of how men and women work and how people work. That is game. Let me realize that game is just strategy. Moving from point A to point B to point C to get to Z. You realize that, and you realize that you are the creator, it changes your whole perspective. Instead of looking from the ground up, you're looking from the sky down. Let me say that again. Instead of looking from the ground up, you're looking from the sky down onto the earth and realize that this is your place to reign. The cost of the game, you can't stay the same. The cost of the game is that you cannot stay the same. If you want to stay the same, this game ain't gonna work for you. And this is the other side of it, because I think a lot of people didn't get this. The game will cost you on some level. And John was here, he'll say this one thing. You're going to pay some way. And one way you're going to pay either with your attention, you're going to pay with your asphalt, or you're going to pay some way. There is a cost for the game. You cannot get the game at no cost. If you want a discount ticket, this ain't it. There is a cost for the game. I'm here to tell you, there is a cost. You're going to pay some kind of way. You can't get this level and just get it for free because you never value it. Anything that you don't, y'all better get this because I'm going to go out. I got to go after this. Anything that you get for free, really for free, you don't really value it until you pay on some level. Let me say that again. Anything that you get for free, you don't value it the same way you would value it if you had to pay $1,000 for it. If you had to pay with 5,000 hours, You value it's a complete 5,000 hours of studying, you evaluate. If you had to go through some tough times, you would value that. If you ever lost your house to a foreclosure and now you got a house, you value having a house. If you ever been on the street and you were looking around what you need to do, when it's time for you to get another place, oh baby, you're going to value it. There is a price for the game. It's when you don't have health and you used to have health and then you get your health back, oh, you value health. You start eating right. Oh my God. Thank you, brother. Anything you get for free won't value, including good advice. Come on. You won't value even good advice. Y'all better catch that. And I'm setting you up until you realize that there is a price for it. I cannot go into let me say this. Let me help you out because some of y'all don't get it. Some of y'all don't get it. When I was in New Jersey, we went to the mall with a particular group that I was with the mentor at the time, and we went into the Polo store. What's going on? We went into the Polo store, and they realized who he was and who she was. They shut the store down. Let me say that again. They shut the store down, put the gate down so that they could shop in freedom. Because they knew that they were going to buy at least 4 or 5 different pieces at a different cost than when a person who was just perusing around and just thinking about buying something. Let me give the example again. It's in Jersey. It's with the group. We went in. They recognized who the person was. His wife came in. They shut the store down, the Polo store down. They got to shop with no disturbance, nobody watching them, none of that, because they knew that when they came there, they were going to spend a certain dollar amount. When they finished buying what they were going to buy, and the cashier was very helpful, people was helpful, guess what happened? They raised the gate up and they went off in peace. There is a cost for access there's a cost to get into that kind of access for your life. There is a cost. So a lot of times people want that kind of access where they can do what they want to do in that kind of access, but they have not paid a price to be in that kind of access. See, I want you to really catch what I'm saying here. There is a cost for the game. There is a cost. Like Black Jack said, even good advice ain't good advice if you ain't paid for it. And you paying one way or another. You paying with your attention. You paying with the dollar. You paying with your behind. If you didn't fail off your bike at least once or twice, you figured out there's a cost if I don't hold balance to this bike, or I'm gonna fall off. It's the same way in life. If you don't learn the cost, there's a cost for learning how to maneuver through in life. Guess what? Guess what happens? Guess what happens? You're going to always be scraped up, beat up because you refuse to learn the lesson and get the cost that it means to get on your bike and ride. VIP ain't free. Come on. I promise you, I'm telling you the honest to God truth, the game, the real game. There is a cost. There is a cost. And what happens is the reason why I haven't really sucked into you, or you really ain't got it, you ain't paid into it. When I went to college, I had to pay them and take out loans so that I can continue to get education. When I wanted particular training in a particular trade, I had to pay the cost with my time and studying and going over and following somebody. There is always a cost. We in this mentality, everybody wants something for free, but don't want to pay the cost. You cannot expect even my time for free. Even this game for free. There's, when you think it ain't no cost, you ain't gonna value it. You ain't gonna value it. I promise you, you ain't gonna value it. Knowing frugal and chronic bad tips, trying to get a VIP. Yeah. I see people try to get into a VIP that way. If you want to be treated like the king and queen that you are, it's a cost to it. You're gonna have to pay. It's a cost for the game. I know everybody wanted free. I know, and I'm hey, we'll give you this free game, this and that. It ain't gonna be nothing until you pay for it. It's not, I don't care how many Bible verses you read, how many times you read the Quran, how many times you done read the Bible, you can read this verse. Until if you pay the price, it does not mean nothing to you. You can debate it. You can go back and forth. You can say this one is that one. You can go with this. You can say that religion is that religion. Until you pay the cost, it don't mean nothing to you. It has to mean something. It means something to you when you pay for it. Plain and simple. Ain't no way around it. The reason why some guys don't have success with women because they don't want to pay the cost to even learn how women think. They don't want to pay the cost to get out there and talk to women. They don't want to pay the cost, and when they may lose at the woman that they may like, they don't want to pay the cost, so they may get heartbroken. They don't want to pay the cost because they always want to protect their heart. There is a cost. Plain and simple. What's going on, Danielle? There is a price that has to be paid. There is a price. If you think it's free, I promise you, it sounds good until you think it's free. And it ain't really good for you at all. There's a cost. If you want a successful marriage, it is a cost. See, most people want this loving you. It's easy because you're beautiful. No. There is a cost if you want a successful marriage. We got people who are married in the chat room. There is a cost. That means you can't be this hot girl, city girl. You can't be doing all the things that you thought you were going to do. You can't be Miss Independent. You can't be that. There is a cost. There is a cost. If you are a man and you want to be married, there is a cost. 48 laws. There is no free lunch. You got it. Every single relationship is a transaction of some kind when love is involved. Come on. But no, we see what happened is we never, I think it's in Proverbs to talk about, you need to count the costs. You need to count the costs of this game that you say you want. There is a price. You can't say, oh man, I'm on this kind of. If you have not laid out the parameters of what the relationship is going to be, it is a cost. There is a cost in being married for a man. There is a cost for being married to a woman. There is a cost for a woman being married to a man. There is a cost. There is a cost being single. You can do all this, but there is a cost. You will pay some kind of way. If you do not realize that you have to pay a price, don't start crying because now the price has gone up. I remember an example of a particular man who was over in London who had this big newspaper that he ran. I think his name is Rupert. And guy wanted to talk to him wanted to talk to him to get some advice on how he became so successful. So the guy said, what do I need to do? I want to talk to you. He said, it's going to cost you $1,000. We're going to go to lunch and it's going to cost you $1,000 to talk with me. So he paid $1,000 to talk with him, have a cup of coffee with him. And he wrote down 3 words, a sentence on a piece of napkin. And that was it. That sentence that he wrote down was able to make him $1 million. Why? Because that man had paid a cost, but he also valued what advice or whatever he had to a degree that he couldn't give it away for free. Come on, Sandra. You know, high cost of being married, man. Damn. There's a cost of being a parent and siblings and child siblings. Is a cost. Pay the cost to be the boss. But most people want this game for free. Give it free. They still have that cheese in the 80s from Reaganomics. They still got that give government cheese mentality. You know that government cheese. I had it. Cut it off, put it on a piece of bread, put it in the oven, or put it underneath the bottom of the oven and toast it on both sides. That cheese that just barely melted. We still got that government cheese mentality from the Reagan era. Like that. Remember, when you provide tips, today's investment produces success. Come on. That big block of cheese, still got that mentality, looking for a handout. What's McCall? James Brown gave a song, I don't want nobody to give me nothing. Open up the door and I will get it myself. There is a cost. If you want this spectacular, wonderful life, you're going to have to pay the price. And what happened is stop looking for shortcuts. Stop looking for this kind of pill, this kind of bullet. If you do this, if you get this green pill, if you get this yellow pill, if you get if you get all these pills, you got to realize that you're going to have to pay the price. Yeah, constipation, yeah. There is a cost for the game. And since I'm saying that, there is a cost for the game, baby. LDA is slowly moving on to either to Patreon or to Locals. And then I will be dropping some lives and I will be dropping some information there. If you want consultation, spiritual consultation, mental game, whatever it costs, whatever it is, you need to, on that particular wise, you need to hit that consultation. It as well. You need, some guys may need some fashion tips. We had to put on with that. You need to hit me up. But I promise you, it is not for free. See why you do them. See Joe Blast stirring it up. Don't take nothing nobody get for free. It's let me say something about that. And I'm gonna get with Joe Blast. The price of these pills is your soul. That's right. Because if you never get past red pill, you're going to be stuck. If you never get past the graduation from red pill knowledge, what happens is it keeps you in an internal loop where you will now be mad at every woman that did you wrong because you didn't understand female nature. Instead of getting past red pill and getting to the place where now you understand women with the red pill knowledge. I know y'all didn't want to hear that. I know my red pill is going to get mad, but it is what it is. You got to get to the place where you understand red pill, all these other pills, but you graduate past it. See, that's where most guys get stuck. They get stuck in red pill, red pill, red pill, red pill. They never graduate and say, oh, I understand this. Now I understand what I need to do. And they never
execute Order 66.
They never get out of red pill and they never get to the place. I said, this is how female nature is. This is how people do it. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I don't tip, I invest in what I see value. Come on now. Oh, come on now. God and the designers to take pills. Let me get back what he said because I'm about to go. I got to go on this one. Where is it at? Don't take nothing from nobody for free in certain places. Woo, boy, I can say so much about that. Oh, I do. Wait a minute. We got two people to game. Let me. I didn't play this in a long time. Where's it at? Where we gotta give. Here we go. Well, we got a new shout out to the. We got the new dance. We got the new dance. Shout out to. We got the new dance. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Where the music at? Where the music at? Here we go. Shout out for all those givers. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. Get it, get it, get it. Hey, hey, get it. Hey, hey, get it. Hey, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Hey, get it, get it. Come on, get it. Get it, get it, come on, get it. Oh, hey, 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 oh, get it, oh, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, hey, get it, that, hey, get it, 20 on the 20 on the line, get it, get it, get it, y'all gotta do it. Redpill is meant to be exposed, male, female nation, not for you to be stuck at being mad. You should learn to the music of nature indeed. Come on, get it, get it, think, stop, give it, think, stop, give it, get it, come on. Let me run that beat back. You run that beat back. You run that beat back. Run it back. Run it. 1, 2, ready, 40, come on. Let's get it again. Come on. 1, 2, Joe Blast. Come on. Blackjack with that 20 on it. Come on, let's get it. Get it. Hey, hey, get it. Hey, yeah, deal, get, pass, the, red, deal, get, pass, the, red deal, get it. Show it. Oh, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, yo, get it. Oh, hey, 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 whoa, get it, 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 woo, get it, yeah, okay. Shout out to all those who gave today. You gotta put that beat on there. Oh, y'all got me talking now. The red pill creates hatred towards women. It's scary enough in this world without more hate. Oh boy, myself and several colleagues went straight into our skill set from our internship. We realized our college would not provide what we pay. Come on. So you got to understand. You got to understand, yes, red pill. Don't get me wrong. So don't y'all come in. LGA is coming after red pillars. He's coming up with black pillars. He's coming up with yellow pillars. He's coming up with green pillars. I am not. I am saying you need to understand red pill. Yes, I am saying that. What's going on, Coach Justin? You got to understand red pill. Yes. Got to understand blue pill. Yes. Got to understand that. But at some time, you gonna have to graduate past these red pill, green pill, yellow pill, this and that. You got to graduate from it. If you don't graduate from it, you will be in a perpetual cycle of not advancing and getting what you really want. See, what happens is a lot of guys get the red pill and then they digest it. The blue and purple, yeah, they digest the pill. And then y'all want to know why y'all get me talking about these pills, but they end up digesting it. And what happens, they're so upset about what happened to them and what the woman did to them, how they didn't win, how they didn't get the woman they want, that they go and slide into taking the black pill. And once they decide going into the black pill, it's us done and over with. At the end of the day, players and playerettes, At the end of the day, don't try to fool your own nature. You know you want a woman. You know you want to touch something that's soft. Uh-oh, there you go. You know you want to touch something that's soft and cushiony, something that's nice, something with nice hair. You know you want that, but you so enamored, so taken back by what she did to me and what their mama did with it. She did me wrong. She took my money. Instead of learning from that, you didn't what? Grow from that. And let me say something, because I think you made a good point. Let me say it this way too. At something, some dudes are getting red pilled and ain't been do nothing. You ain't been do nothing to even understand what red pill is. Ain't nobody did nothing to you. And you trying to justify it. Come on, man. Trust me, I've watched it for years. At the end of the day, get the red pill. I'm not saying not get the red pill. I'm saying graduate from the red pill. You want a woman, or do you really want a woman? I think the next picture I'm gonna get is y'all gonna be ready. Or do you want this? You don't understand female nature. You mad because she didn't got over on you, because she understands her nature and yours better than you. That's the real deal, Bill. You just mad because you got, so you get this red pill. Yeah, that's right. I'm mad because he did this. Understand, you must get the red pill. But once you get the red pill, you must graduate past that. Graduate past that. Some of y'all stuck on pills. Y'all pill pop. What my grandfather Papa used to say, you're lollygagging and dope popping. Pill popping. Some of these dudes shouting out the pill more than they inform us on how to, more than information they should be to give, right? These extremists are dangerous, right? So I'm not against don't say LDA is against red pill. I'm not against red pill. Think you should get that. But at the end of the day, you lollygagging and dope popping and pill popping, and you ain't got nowhere. You know you want a woman. You want somebody to lay next to you that's soft and cushy. Somebody that got some curves. Tell you, boy. As you say facts, Eddie. One must observe the red pill, but then move on from it. Too many men sitting there sucking on the pill forever because they feel it keeps them safe. But over time, it only weakens them. Bars. What more can I say? Much like anger, after the storm comes, the calm. You are ready to obtain that. So I'm telling you, don't get stuck. I know I got people that I associate with who just on these YouTubes with they rap it, but what happens after it? You, like Papa would say, you're lollygagging and pill popping. I am not against it, but I am against it if you stay there too long and you never graduate. It is a shame for a grown man to be 50 years old, 20, whatever, how many years old, in the same grade. He ain't never graduated. RJ, the red pill community is a bunch of whiny complainers that ain't ready to do the work within themselves. Them cats softer than charming tissues, female them and kicking them, knocking sessions. Come on. Super red pill incel. Oh boy, y'all going in. Graduation requires emotional control. Come on. You must get the red pill. Once you get the red pill, use it for your advantage. It is not for you to be sulking and crying. That's how they are right there. Yep, just like that. Right. See how it's how they look. These women, Coach Justin's how they do. These women, they did me wrong. She took my money. While the women are on the side laughing at you. Because they know at the end of the day, you want the kitty cat. And you mad because you didn't get the kitty cat that you think you should have had. You mad because you thought if I hit the red pill, I'm gonna get all the kitty cats I want. What's going on, Lord? What's going on, baby boy? What's going on, Lord? You thought if I get all these red pills, and then I'm gonna get all the kitty cat I want. You ain't gonna get no kitty cat. Woo! Who console you if you hate women? And think about it. If you hate no women, what most of these dudes do, they hate on women so much. That's why they'll never attract women. Women can tell when you don't like them. If all the women were here to respond, women can tell when a man don't like them. My question is, what was the information called before red pill? Though? It was called something else. Play it back. It was complete. Yeah, it wasn't red pill. Women can tell when you don't like them. And some of y'all don't like your women because you never liked your mama. Woo! My God. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just call it what it is. It was just when it was before there was a red pill. There was something before a red pill. It was something before. But at the end of the day, it is called being a man. It's called being a man. Y'all want me to unpack that, boy. I'm trying to get out of here, Jonathan W. Baby. Most red pill guys in the same sexual place they were before. Nothing has changed except the knowledge, right? So you get red pilled, which is good. But then at the end of the day, you should have had some information that said, now I understand female nature. Now I need to know how I need to move with this woman. You don't like men because you don't like your, That's just facts. Y'all don't want this game. Y'all trying to pitch me past my time. I gotta go. Y'all trying to give me this game from the Himalayas. That's the real deal. It was just manhood. Before there was just red pill, yellow pill, pickup, whatever it is. It was like it was just being a man. There was simps back then. Don't get me wrong. It was, but those were the dudes who understand the real how females were, and there was the pimps, players, max. They understood all that. If you would have given it a different term, but it was just being a man, a man of leisure. They understand how women work. Plain and simple. Forever chasing the aha moment, but believing the gates will open up for them to land on the poontang. You're not gonna get the poontang. Trust me, and I'm not hating on these red pill brothers. They're my brothers. But if you never graduate from there, something is wrong with you. If you keep repeating the same grade after the same grade after the same grade, something is wrong. And if you really get down to it, and I gotta go after this, y'all making me gotta go. I gotta go. If you really get down to it, and I'm gonna say it again, the real issue is that you secretly hate women. You secretly hate women. That's what it is. Secretly hate women. I gotta go. LDA, Got to get back to the Mount Olympics. I got to go. Got to go. I got to go. Got to go. Got to go. Got to go. Y'all ain't gonna push me into this. Secretly hate women. That's the real issue. These freaking clowns. Women. I didn't say 304s. I say women. I didn't say what say we don't love these hoes. That's different. I didn't say love the hoes. I say you secretly hate women. I gotta pour the music. I gotta stop the music. Stop. Let me stop the music. I gotta say this. Y'all, maybe I got my shirt half over. I gotta stop. Let me say this. When you love a woman, you tell her the truth. So it's not that when we tell women the exact truth. They secretly hate women because they don't want to tell women the truth. That's when you know you love somebody, when you tell them the truth. Your breath stink, your wig is crooked, your hair is nappy, your shirt is that's when you know you love somebody, when you can tell them the truth. The problem is a lot of these guys don't want to tell the woman the truth about how they really are. So maybe you secretly hate women, but I gotta go. Back to the gotta go. Back. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Don't be afraid to tell these women how it is. Tell them they're right. Tell them they got it tight. Tell them you got to tell these women the truth. Tell them what it is. Baby, you can't cook. Them greens ain't right. Tell her you got to lose some weight around here. Tell the woman the truth. Either she can like it or leave it. Tell the woman the truth. Tell these women the truth. Stop sugarcoating with these women. Don't get mad, just leave. Most of these guys scared to tell the woman the truth because they scared they ain't gonna get no kitty cat. Don't scare them. Y'all more scared of women than women scared of women. Tell these women the truth. Stop all this patty kicking, dope popping. As Papa would say, dope popping, lollygagging, and dope popping. You ain't worth a quarter. You can't tell a woman the truth. Tell her the truth. You ain't gonna deal with her if she ain't gonna get her stuff together. Tell these women the truth. They might buckle and act crazy, but I gotta go. I gotta go.